Kramer against Suman. First fighter on the scale will be Dan Kramer.
Let's go, Dan.
Bellator Fighting Championships welcomes Dan Kramer back. Goes by the nickname of Cosmo. Fights out of Coconut Creek, Florida. Trains out of American Top Team. His jiu-jitsu and boxing background brings him at 6'2" as a professional. His official weight, 185¼ pounds, 185¼ pounds. Of course, middleweight, scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. So Dan Kramer weighs in officially. His opponent making his way to the scale, the fighter out of Tallahassee, Florida. 8-1 as a professional, 5 knockouts, 2 submissions to his credit. Standing at 6'3", kickboxing and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu in the background, Josh Suman, officially 184½ pounds for Josh, 184½ pounds. Gentlemen, both weighed in accordingly, middleweights, 3 5-minute rounds. And now, gentlemen, if you'll face the cameras, please.
Nice job, guys.
All right, gentlemen, thank you very much for those in attendance. If you put your hands together for middleweights, Dan Kramer and Josh Suman. On that live stream, let's move to featherweight, scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. Let's bring our 2 fighters, Sam Jones and Popo. Gentlemen, if you'll make your way to the scale, Popo will be the first fighter. Fighting out of São Paulo, Brazil, now living out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, training out of Dallas Fight Camp, Godoy. He's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu instructor, a fighter with an 8-1 professional record, and he's taken 3 of his 4 submission victories in round 1. 3 victories by knockout, 4 by submission. The fighter, Alexandre Popo Bezerra. And the official weight, 151¼ pounds. And let's clarify, it's a catch weight fight at 152 pounds. That weight, 151½ pounds, the official weight. Again, a catch weight affair at 152 pounds. And now his opponent. We found this fighter. He impressed everybody in the open tryouts 1 week ago here in Florida. He comes to us from Miramar, Florida, undefeated at 3-0 as a professional, representing Dynamic MMA and ATT out of Coconut Creek, Florida. On the scale now, Sam Jones. And Sam the Rebel Jones weighs in the same, 151½ pounds. Both fighters weigh in. The catch weight affair at 152 pounds, 3 5-minute rounds. And if you would, please put your hands together as they face off forward for the canvas. The 2 fighters, Alexandre Popo Bezerra and Sam the Rebel Jones. Next one to come up will be heavyweight, scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. Lewis against Johnson Jr. First fighter on the scale will be Derek Lewis. And the fighter coming to us from Houston, Texas at 4-1 as a professional. Finished in all of his victories, 3 by knockout, 1 by submission. He goes by the Black Beast. Derek Lewis officially weighs in at 247¾ pounds. And second fighter up, his opponent in this heavyweight contest, the fighter out of Miami, Florida, born in Killeen, Texas, debuted in 2008 as a professional. He stands at 5-1. He's got 2 knockouts to his credit. His wrestling background brings him into Bellator 46. This is the Hulk, Tony Johnson Jr.
Go, Tony.
Official weight, 266½ pounds. 266 and 1/2 pounds. So the Bellator banner comes out. The ladies turn toward the screen. And Tony Johnson again on the scale. And officially weighing in 265 and 1/2 pounds. 265 and 1/2 pounds officially weighing in Tony Johnson Jr. And we'll ask our two fighters to square off first, facing each other.
There you go, guys. Love it.
Gentlemen, it's our undercard bouts. Our next fight to come up, 3 5-minute rounds, middleweights. Gentlemen, if you'll make your way to the scale, Baguette and Gabin. Gentlemen, Baguette will be the first fighter on the scale from Port St. Lucie, Florida, at 7'7" as a professional, at 6 foot even in height. A background in American Jiu-Jitsu and boxing, representing Team Animal, goes by the nickname Bags. This, your first fighter, Dave Baguette.
Oh, no. That's right.
And the official weight, 191 and 1/2 pounds, 191.5 for Baguette. And the second fighter to weigh in from Hollywood, Florida. Back with us yet again at Bellator Fighting Championships. Good to have him at 5-4 as a professional. He's got 3 wins by knockout, 3 by way of submission. Muay Thai and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu background as he prepares to weigh in, representing Valente Brothers Jiu-Jitsu. This is the savage Moises Gabin. $185 and 1/2 pounds for Gabin, 185.5. And this time we'll ask our two fighters to square off. We'll have some official particulars to take care of afterwards. First things first though, first facing each other. Now facing forward. And if you would please in attendance, put your hands together for Dave Baguette and Moises Gabin. So, with this 3 5-minute round contest at 115 pounds, the two ladies are ready to weigh in. The two fighters, Esparza and Aguilar. It'll be Carla on the scale first. Out of Redondo Beach, Florida. Her professional record at 5-1. She's got 4 submissions to her record. The 23-year-old at 5'1" comes in a wrestling background. In fact, a 2-time NCAA All-American wrestler, representing Team Oyama. In that tournament, she took a quarter-final round defeat to Megumi Fujii. At the time, pound for pound, one of the best in the world. On the scale now, Carla Esparza weighs in 115 and 1/2 pounds. 115 and 1/2 pounds for Carla. And we welcome back to Bellator Fighting Championships. On the scale next, the fighter originally from Veracruz, Mexico, now fighting and training out of Coconut Creek, Florida. American top team at 10-4 as a professional. She made it to the semifinal round of that Women's World Championship tournament, dropping a close and contested split decision to the eventual winner, Zoila Kergel. And now back on the scale here at Bellator Fighting Championship, she goes by the nickname Jag. This is Jessica Aguilar. Woo! And Jessica's official weight, 113 3/4 pounds. And we'll bring the two fighters into the center to square off, first facing each other. Both fighters officially weighed in 3 5-minute rounds at 115 pounds.